Hello, good morning, good afternoon. This is English 700 and we are continuing with Chapter 1. I asked you guys last week for homework to read portions of Chapter 1 in the textbook, and it's about consonants, and we're going to go over that now. So we're starting on page 15. And the first section that I want to go over is called 3 types of consonant combinations: consonant blends, consonant digraphs, and silent consonants. You'll see this towards the top of page 15. Consonant blends are combinations that blend the sounds of single consonants. For example, the SP in spit, the LT in felt, the SCR in screen. Consonant blends are 2 or more neighboring consonants that keep their own sounds but are spoken together. The sounds blend with each other or run together. For example, SM like smooth, or BR in bread, or FL in flip. Now, when we talk during our Collaborate session today, I'd like us to go over some of the practice exercises that you'll see on pages 16 and 17. They're pretty easy, and I think we can just do some of them together out loud. All right, so smile, bread, fly, stop. These all are words that have consonant blends. Here are 4 major types of consonant blends, and you'll see this towards the bottom of page 15. Blends that begin with S, blends that end in L, blends that end in R, and other blends in the middle or at the end of a word. So blends that begin with S, those are like SL, STR, SK, sleep, street, skip, spam, any blend that starts with an S plus another consonant. Blends that end in L. Now, this is just a little bit tricky because sometimes students think you're saying the word ends with L. No, it's just the consonant blend. So clap, CL, is the consonant blend. You put the C in front of the L, so that blend ends with L. So CL, FL, PL, GL, clap, flit, play, glad, right? The L's not at the end of the word, it's just at the end of that little pair of consonants, right? The consonant blend. Clap, flit, play, glad. And then blends that end in an R, same concept: BR, CR, FR, GR, brook, cry, friend, grass, right? Consonant blends can also occur in the middle or at the end of a word. For example, monster, pink, the NK, sound, the ND. All right, so now we're on page 16, and we're going to take a closer look at the blends that begin with S. So you can have a lot of these: SC, SN, ST, SCR, right? SP, STR, SK, SPL. SC, score, scab, right? And then the book, you'll notice the book asks you to come up with another one. This is something we can talk about when we do Collaborate. Today I'm interested in what you come up with. SCR, scrap, scream, and then you could come up with another one. SK, skate, ask, SL, slam, asleep, SM, small, smog, SN, snore, unsnap, SPL, splash, and split. There's many, many words like that. All right, so now if we look at page 17, blends that end in L. So you're going to see that little horizontal rectangular box that has these in it in the book: BL, CL, FL, GL, PL, right? So BL, bless, unblock, and same thing here. You'll see examples and then lines. So they give you two examples and they want you to come up with the third. We can talk about this today when we do collaborate. Bless, unblock. CL, clam, decline. FL, flag, reflect. GL, glad, eagle. PL, play, apply. And I'm sure you can come up with many more. All right, now we're going to look at page 20. So we're kind of moving ahead. You'll see that on 18 they did the blends with R. It's the same concept as the other two that we just looked at. Moving to page 20, we're going to start talking about consonant digraphs. So the word digraph, the di means two and graph means writing. These are pairs of consonants with only one sound. So for example, GH or PH sound like F. You also have some special consonant digraphs that make new sounds. So SH, sh is the sound that's produced. It doesn't sound like an S and it doesn't sound like an H. It's a completely new sound, sh. Same thing with TH, the, right? And then CH has three sounds. So it can be like a cha, it can be like a ka, and it can sometimes be like a sha, right? All right, so for example, laugh, graph, the SH in shark, the CH, both CHs in church, right? All right, so now we're looking at page 21, and they're asking us to consider the digraph TH has two sounds. So notice at the top of the page there's like a green subhead and it says digraphs with new sounds of their own, SH and TH. So we're looking at TH. TH is kind of special because sometimes it's voiced as in there and they, right? Notice how if I put my finger, and you can do this too, if you can put your fingers right on the front of your throat and say there and they, you'll feel that your throat is already vibrating because you're already voicing the word as you're saying the TH, there and they. But there's also unvoiced TH, so third and think. For those two words, you'll notice that if you still have your finger on your throat, your finger's on your throat, when you say third, you're not voicing the word until you get to the vowel. Third. And think, same thing, right? So that's the difference between the voiced and the unvoiced with TH. It gives you a different sound. All right, so now we're going to look at the digraph for CH, which is kind of special because that one gives us three sounds. The most common is the sound that you hear in the word check, right? Chip, chief, ranch. The sound of CH is hard and short. But the digraph CH can also sound like SH. So chef, shoot, Michelle. And sometimes it can sound like a K. Chorus, chemist, chrome. All right, so I asked you guys to do practice 7 in your notebook. And I'm going to have some quiz questions on this. When you're done watching this video, you should go take the quiz. And you'll see that I do this a lot. Sometimes I use the questions that are in the book and I tweak them just a little bit for my examples. So for example, in the book, you'll see that question number 1 says, Professor Tate stopped lecturing when a bug flew into her eye, nose, or mouth. And I just changed it a little. Bob stopped laughing when a bug flew into his eye, nose, or mouth. So sometimes people just automatically pick the word that sounds best in the sentence, but what you're actually looking for is the word that has a consonant digraph, right? So in this case, you want to pick the word mouth because it has that TH in it. So remember, the consonant digraphs are TH, SH, CH, but they could also be GH or PH to sound like an F, right? So we're looking for words with those consonant digraphs, right? Let's look at the next one. The Chinese, Swedes, Indians invented the magnetic compass around 260 BC. So you don't actually have to look up this fact because all you have to do is find the word that has the consonant digraph, which would be the CH in Chinese, right? In our book, this example was a little different. It says the Chinese, Swedes, or Indians once trained lions to help them hunt large animals. And again, the answer was the Chinese. All right. Kim's new job kept her busy, but gave her more money for shopping or traveling. What do you think? So you're looking for a word that has a consonant digraph. So it's either going to be a TH, an SH, a CH, a GH, or a PH, right? So choose that word. And then this one is, I changed this one a little bit. In the original sentence, it was Bianca forgot to take the car out of gear and it kept going until it hit, crashed, or bumped against the garage wall. I changed it to a raccoon knocked the car out of gear, so it hit, crashed, or bumped against the garage wall. So see if you can choose the word that has either a TH, an SH, or a CH in it. Okay? I think that should be pretty easy. All right, I also want to just remind you that, point out for you, on page 26, there's a chapter review, and you'll notice that it's sort of in a yellow color, and it says chapter review at the top, and then it kind of summarizes the most important points from the chapter. It's always a good idea to look over the chapter review. It only takes a couple of minutes to look it over, and it's a pretty good summary. Also, it's just a good habit to get into because when you're taking a class, when you're trying to learn material, you want to get into the habit of doing easy little things that will improve your memory of the material, right? So taking 2 minutes after we go through a chapter to look over the chapter review is 2 minutes very well spent because it will kind of cement that information in your memory. All right, so after this, you're going to go take a quiz. It's going to be totally based on practice 7, right, which we just went over and which you hopefully did in your notebook, and you can look at your notes during the quiz. That's fine. It's open book. And then the next thing you're going to find is that I made a second presentation regarding The Struggle Continues by Juan Angel. And that's on pages 29 to 32. And there are some phonics questions that follow. And if this were my homework, I would write myself a note to remind myself what a consonant digraph is. It's a pair of consonants that has only one sound. So it's either going to be TH, SH, CH, GH, or PH. And with that, I'm going to end this presentation here so you can go take your quiz. And then when you're done, watch the next presentation. Thanks.